Hello everyone, it's your girl Alice Face here with another video today. As you can probably already tell from the title, that this is going to be a fun, exciting one, and also might be a long one. So, yeah, if you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. Welcome back. What do I say to my subscribers? I don't know. Anyways, hi, welcome. Yeah, so this might be a long video. I'm not sure yet. I tried to film this once before, and I realized after rewatching it that I left a couple things out, so I wanted to refilm it. And so here we are today. So yeah, that video footage ended up being about 35-ish minutes, so you know, after editing, obviously some stuff gets cut out, but I have a feeling this is going to be a long video regardless, so make sure you get yourself a drink, get comfortable, and maybe get a snack. I don't know, maybe some popcorn, granola bar, maybe some chips, I don't know. Where do I even begin? I'm not sure. It's just, you know, thinking about it now, it's just kind of like, how did that happen to me? You know, like, I'm like totally not a lucky person at all, ever. Yeah, I don't know, there's just so much to share. It was just such a great experience, and to be honest, I didn't think I was gonna get in because, like, who am I? Like, I've never been lucky in my entire life. And then for this to happen to me, it's kind of like, wait, did I really do that? Did I really go through that? And yeah, I did, but it doesn't feel real. It kind of just feels like something that I probably would have dreamt in my wildest dreams, though I don't dream often, so, but yeah, anyways, it just feels like something that I probably wouldn't have ever imagined happening. But shout outs to Hello 82 because they made this whole thing possible. Obviously they're not involved with any of my videos, so anything I say is just my opinion, and it's just, you know, my thoughts and my experience. Has nothing to do with them, has nothing to do with anything they did to me or anything, so again, but just shout outs to them for just making this an event, and making this happen out in LA. Yeah, it's crazy. So basically, if you're not sure what's going on, Hello 82 did a little mini fan meeting in LA for Ateez. And 82 lucky people, just like their name, Hello 82, were able to go into this fan meeting via raffle. Is it, by the way, it's pronounced via or via? Because I always say via, but I feel like I've heard of people say via, and I'm always like, did I say that wrong? I don't know, let me know. You'd think I'd be good at English, but I'm not, so, but yeah, anyway, so 82 lucky 18 were able to get into this fan meeting with Ateez, and yeah, it's just wild. So let me just start from the beginning, just from where my day started off and how I found out about it, and then yeah, just go into the whole story here. So basically what had happened was they sent out a tweet. Hello 82's account sent out a tweet sometime, I believe, Thursday evening. I was actually out visiting my grandma, and because I normally visit her once a week, and it's usually a Thursday. And yeah, so I was at her house, and I was just, you know, scrolling through my Twitter real quick, you know, and I see the tweet, and I'm like, whoa, fan meeting, mini fan meeting, what is this? And I was like, okay, well, I didn't get into the fan sign, so let's check this out. Let's check out this fan meeting. And so it said be there by 10 a.m. on Friday, which luckily for me, because I work two jobs, for my morning job I didn't have to go in that morning, and then my afternoon job was later on in the day, so I thought, well, maybe if I get into the fan meeting, because I wasn't expecting to, you know what I mean, but if I get into the fan meeting, it'll probably be over soon, and then I can drive back home and then make it to my shift, which for me, I live, you know, a little out of the area, so I kind of have to drive there, and it takes anywhere between an hour and 15 minutes to 3 hours, depending on traffic and the day. Usually Fridays are the worst, and mornings and afternoons, late afternoon, early evenings are probably the worst time to be driving in and around LA. So yeah, So that just tells you right now that was probably gonna mess me up in terms of like time wise, because it wasn't a Friday. But I was like, you know what, let's just try it out, let's just see what happens, you know. If anything at all, I was more excited to see my friends because I hadn't seen them in a couple of weeks, couple months maybe. And so yeah, we were all just gonna meet up there and like, you know, just be like, hey, we're here, we'll see if we get in or not. And yeah, so with that said, that morning of, I woke up at around 8:45ish, and I was planning to just kind of like brush my teeth, wash my face, do my base makeup, you know, just like my BB cream, my eyebrows, and my lipstick, and then like just head out and then finish off my makeup in LA. So what I ended up doing is I did that. I did get up, I did wash my face, I did my face makeup, got changed, and then left. And you know, I was thinking, shoot, okay, I'm actually gonna be late because there's a lot more traffic than anticipated. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna be late, but you know what, it's a raffle, it's not like I have to be there on time. And usually for events like this, the promoters or whoever will usually be delayed by a couple minutes, maybe like 10-20 minutes. So I'm like, you know what, it's fine. So I get there and I'm already about 15 minutes late. Oh, but before, actually, let me rewind a little bit, because before that, I was actually just about to get off the freeway when my friend calls me, and I get a phone call, and I'm on the phone, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And she's like, oh, just to let you know, you should park here, or whatever, because she saw some parking spaces open, or whatever. She's like, you should park in this area, or whatever, I'm already in line, so just come find me when you park, or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. And then she's all like, and nothing has started, so you should be fine. And yeah, just make sure you get here, and yeah, that parking space is still available. So yeah, so I was like, okay, let me just hang up because I'm using the GPS to like figure out where the hell I am right now. So I'll let you know when I get there. Yeah, so that happened, and then I parked, and then I went and walked over to the line. And that's when I was finally able to check on my phone as I was walking to the line, and I realized my friend has sent to us in our group chat a message saying that she had just seen Ateez. So literally, did I say that right? So literally, I missed Ateez arriving to the venue and getting off the van by like no more than 10 minutes. So literally the time that I spent going around looking for parking is the moment that they had arrived. So part of me at that time was like, damn it, I missed them, because I was thinking, you know, I'm not gonna get into this fan meeting, so if I would have at least seen him get off the van, I would have been like, okay, cool, I saw him, peace out, it's fine. So at that moment I was like, damn it, I missed them, I didn't get to see them arrive to the venue. But, you know, my other friend arrived and everything, so we were all just talking and we were just catching up, so it was nice. And so I kind of like was like, you know, okay, well, this raffle's happening soon. If none of us get into it, let's go have lunch together, and then I'll go back home and make it to my shift to work. And they're like, yeah, we're down to get lunch or whatever. So we're just in line, and then like only about 10 minutes after I had gotten in line, when I had arrived, is when the line started moving. So that's when people started getting their tickets. I was towards the end of the line, so like a lot of people had already been in line for a while, I suppose. So I was just in like the last bunch of people that made it into the raffle. And so yeah, we were all kind of just lined up around the buildings and stuff. And as we kept moving forward and forward, you know, I got a little more nervous, a little more anxious, because I was thinking, oh man, what if I do get in? And then I was like, nah, it'll be fine, I'm not gonna get in. I'm just gonna go eat, go have lunch, hang out with my friends or whatever. But you know, part of me was just like, what if I get in? You know? So I was getting a little anxious, and as we inched closer to the area where they were handing out the tickets, I was like, okay, this is it. And then my friends were in line. So it was 3 of us, and we were in line, and we each got our number. I got my number, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, if this doesn't mean anything, if this isn't some kind of sign, if this isn't good luck, I don't know what this is. I don't know what else this could be, because when I looked at my number on my ticket, it was 333, literally 3 threes. And I was like, what, you know, this has got to be lucky some way, somehow. Like, if it's not, then I don't know what is, you know? So I showed my friends, and even my friend was like, girl, you got 333, that's got to be some kind of luck. And I'm like, you know, like, what was I gonna say? Like, no, it's not. Of course I wasn't gonna, like, ruin it for me, you know? You gotta put out into the universe what it is that you want sometimes, right? And it doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. And in this moment in time, I was like, you know what? This is good luck for me right now. This is good luck for me right now. So, yeah, and then after we got our tickets, because they were redirecting us back around the building into like a parking lot area, I was like, okay, got my ticket, put it away, put it inside a top loader, because I had been carrying 2 of my Ateez photo cards. I had my Hongjun one, my son photo card. And so I put it in there, and I put it in my bag, my fanny pack, and then went and lined up, because they had us lined up in a line in the order that we got our tickets, in a parking lot that's right beside the building where the fan meeting was taking place. We were all there, and they're all like, you know, just give us a couple minutes, we're trying to finalize a couple of things, and then we're going to start choosing out the raffles. And so during that time I decided, all right, well, it's time to finish my makeup. And it's like, and at that point I'm like, you know, I'm not doing my makeup because I'm like, I'm gonna make it in, you know. I'm doing my makeup because I'm out in public. I have half of my face done basically, and I'm gonna have to probably go to work right after this raffle thing. So might as well just finish it. And so I did my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, mascara, whatever, and my blush. And then I was like, all right, so I sat down, and then we were sat down waiting for like at least 20 minutes or so. And then that's when they brought out this clear plastic box casing thing where they had all the tickets, and where they were basically going to start pulling out numbers and stuff, which I really appreciate that they did that in front of our faces, and that they basically were very transparent about it, and were like really cool, and like made sure that everyone that got called out claimed their spot. Because, you know, if there would have been any other way, I feel like it would have been kind of sketch. I don't know, like some kind of randomizer where they would have done it backstage and then came back and just gave us a list of numbers. I feel like that would have been kind of weird. But, you know, I was thankful that they did that in front of us. And there's actually about 3 numbers that got called out that no one responded to, so they ended up giving them a chance. They called them out twice, and they made sure that they were able to claim their number, but no one did, so they ended up choosing, you know, other numbers instead of those 3. So wow, I've been talking for like 14 minutes here. So yeah, so they were very transparent about that, and it was very nice. And like there was about a little under 400, so maybe 380 around there, people who had shown up for the raffle. And so, you know, me being 333, obviously I was at the back end of the group, and a lot of the numbers that they were calling out seemed to be in the hundreds, so like 141 or 177, you know, a lot of in the hundreds and a couple of the 200s. Not a lot of the single digit numbers were called, or any of the numbers before 100, so I felt kind of bad because those people were there, I guess, early on. But I mean, it was a raffle, so being early didn't really mean anything. So yeah, I felt kind of bad for them though, because I feel like only like maybe 10 got called out. And well, actually that's, well, I don't know. I'm not a statistician, so if you're good at statistics, let me know what that means. Whether that's good or bad, but anyways, that felt like it wasn't a lot. I felt like most of the numbers they called out were the hundreds and 200s, and then quite a few in the 300s. Yeah, but anyways, so it was really cool because when they got to like about 50, they made sure to go back and recount all the tickets they had called out to make sure that it was 50, and that they hadn't missed up and they hadn't accidentally called more or less. And then they did the same thing again when they got to 72. So then they double checked all the numbers, double checked, make sure that they had the right amount, and then they just called out the last 10 numbers. They're like, okay, we're gonna call the last 10 numbers, and that's it. And so when we got to that point where they're like the last 10 numbers, I'm like, okay, so I didn't make it in. There's only 10 numbers left, and there's like how many of us in here, you know, I don't think I'm gonna make it in. And at that point, it's not like I was sad or anything. I mean, part of me was bummed, but mostly I was like, you know what, it's fine. You know, I came out, I get to go have lunch with friends. It's cool. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not the last time that I'm going to see Ateez. Not the only time that I'm going to get to see them. They're probably going to come back again pretty soon. Which, speaking of coming back pretty soon, they are having a comeback. Which, like, boys, you need to rest and you need to let my wallet chill out. Because, like, I love you, but we going broke out here. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, they got to the last 2 numbers, and I'm like, you know what, it's fine. I didn't make it in, it's cool. But, you know, I think more than anything, I was more satisfied, or I was more okay with not being called out, because seeing all the 18 that did get called in and how happy they were really like made me feel really full. I don't know, like I felt very warm and very like, I don't know, it's just very nice, because all the 18s, whenever they would get called out, they would be like, oh my gosh, or like, that's me, or like they would start crying, or they would start, or like they would, you know, and like it's just, it was seeing so many happy 18 that really brought joy to me. And I was like, you know what, it's fine if I don't make it. Like, this was, you know, fun little mini adventure for me and whatever, so it's not a big deal. But then, out of nowhere, they're like calling the 8th number and then the 9th number, and they get to the last one and they say, okay, this is the last number. This is the last one that we're going to call out. And they had because there's several staff there. One of the staff goes ahead and takes out the ticket, and our translator, whose name was Kenji, which by the way, he has a YouTube channel, he's really cool. I found out about him that day. Yeah, I don't know, just thought I'd let you guys know about him because he was pretty funny, pretty chill, pretty cool. So he grabs the number from one of the other staff, looks at it and grabs it, and he says 300, and I'm looking, oh, okay, 300, and I'm like, 300, I have 300. He says 30, and I'm like, 30, okay, maybe it'll be one of my friends or one of the girls in line right before me or right after me. And then he says 3, and I'm like, what? I immediately just raise my hand. I'm like, what? And then I like kind of go into shock for like a second. I like cover my mouth, and I start fanning myself because I feel like tears starting to well up in my eyes, and I'm like, oh my god, I just made it in. And my friends were like, oh my god, because they were next to me. They're like, oh my god, you got in, and they're all like cheering for me. They're all happy, and it made me happy seeing them be happy for me, because like that's how you know you got some good ones in your life. That's how you know you have good friends. Like, you don't want toxic people in your life, you know what I mean? And so I was just like, I was taken aback. I was like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, did my number really just get called? And it was the last number they called. But I don't know what I did to deserve that. I don't know if like in my past life I saved a child. I don't know if in my past life I died tragically, and so this life someone decided, here, have some good luck for today. I don't know. But it was really amazing. I just couldn't believe it. And then, so after all the numbers got called out, they told everyone else that didn't, hey, go home. We don't want to get in trouble with the neighborhood here. We don't want to get complaints. We appreciate you coming in, but we're going to need everyone else to leave. And so all of us that did get called had to go line up against the fence on the other side of the parking lot. And we got NDAs, which we had to sign. So basically, you know, you're not supposed to say anything. You're not supposed to share, you know, which is why this is being uploaded after their video drops. After everyone signed and everything, and I guess they had stuff ready to move on, they went ahead and started calling us by number of our ticket. So we were going in numerical order of the ticket because we were kind of all jumbled up in the line while we were waiting outside. And so they started calling us up just to double check that the number was corresponding to the actual ticket they called out, and then to get us in order to go inside. And so obviously I was number 333, so I was one of the last ones to get called in. But yeah, as we got called in and we went inside, they gave us another number that we were supposed to put on our shirt, which actually, hold on. This one right here, this is the number that I had. When I went inside, I was number 75, so obviously one of the last numbers because there was only 82 of us. And yeah, I had to put it on my shirt, but you know, a lot of these things don't ever really stick well to fabric, so like I was just like, this isn't gonna stay. And so I ended up putting it on my hand, which someone else did as well, so we ended up putting it like this. And so I had it like this up until the moment that they told us to go inside, because once we went inside, they told us, can you put it somewhere where they can see it? And by they, I think they meant the cameraman and also the staff that were inside, because they said that they were going to do like another raffle type thing. But at the time, because we weren't sure what the fan meeting was exactly, we didn't realize that this was also a reason to have this on our shirt, because this was going to be how they would identify us. Yeah, and so 75, and so I was on the last row once we got in, because it was a little theater. type settings. So there were seats and then, like in the audience, and there's a stage and everything. So I was in the last row, like somewhere like in the middle of the row. Like actually my spot was pretty good. The only thing that was bad about it was that I didn't have my glasses with me, and I've been having more issues with my vision lately. So like from where I was at and trying to look at the stage, it was a little blurry, like enough to like where the point where I was like trying to squint a little to like see a little better, and that helped a little. But definitely would have appreciated me carrying my actual glasses so I could have seen, because it wasn't even that far from the stage. But like I said, my vision's been like failing me a little bit more these days, so yeah, definitely would have appreciated me bringing my glasses into the venue, but you know, it's fine. It wasn't until we got in there and we were sat, and then we're like, can we go to the restroom, that they let us go to the restroom, because I had been wanting to go to the restroom since I got there. So yeah, it wasn't until like maybe 12, past 12, and they're like, oh yeah, go to the restroom, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I get to go to the restroom now. So, and a lot of us had to go potty, so we ended up taking a while, because we all were trying to go to the restroom. But once we came in, we're like, so what are we doing? Because we didn't know what the video was about. We didn't know what the challenge was, because it turned out to be a challenge. And they're like, oh, okay, so by the way, this is a challenge between you and Ateez. It's called the Silent Challenge. Is it the Silent Challenge? Silence? I don't know, but the point is you had to be quiet. And they had little audio monitors around the seats to make sure that they would capture audio from the audience, and then also some on stage. And basically the point is that you couldn't go above 82 decibels, and if you did, you were going to get kicked out and go to the back, and you'd be able to see everything else that was going on inside the theater, like, you know, what Ateez was doing or whatever, but you had to be outside. So, and then Ateez also had a similar penalty, like if you made noise, they had to go out and they had to go backstage, and they'd be back there for a few minutes and then come back out and then, you know, continue the game. So basically, it was just a whole bunch of series of games that Ateez was doing while they were on stage, and then the rest of us had to, basically, we had to not do any reactions because we had to be quiet.
Number 40. Number 40.
Yeah. The funny thing is that during the whole thing, Ateez just kept trying to make us laugh. It kept trying to make us scream and do stuff. But 18E were really good. 18E were only like maybe 2 got kicked out, and even then I felt like there was no reason for them to get kicked out, because I'd never once heard anyone being super loud like Ateez was, because Ateez was kind of chaotic on stage and they were pretty loud, so they went off stage several times with reason. There was even this one point in time where Mingi was like, tape, which is basically like, I feel like he felt like, you know, not claustrophobic, but he felt like I need to say something. But obviously Mingi's one of those people who likes to talk, who loves to be loud, so he said that and he got kicked out. And obviously Sun is also another loud member, so as soon as he went in, I forgot if he said hello 18E or something, and he like yelled it out, so he immediately got kicked out as soon as he got on stage when they first all came out. And it was just great. Yeah, Mingi and Uyeon came out to the audience like twice to try to scare people sitting there. So they would come in and they would like try to scare people and they go, ah! But 18 never got scared, so they failed like 2 or 3 times from what I remember. And so they would have to just keep going backstage because they kept being loud. I think Jongho also tried to do it once, and yeah. The whole experience was really fun because it was very intimate. I don't know, I was just so like, the entire time, because they were so close and we were in such a small space, and like literally we could see all of them, and I felt so naked, for lack of a better way to put it. Like they could just look at me and be like, I see you, and then like, you know what I mean, like even though we weren't interacting one-on-one with each other, but like it just felt so intimidating because like they were so close, and yeah, it was just you know. So yeah, but they played a whole bunch of different games, and then there was this moment in time where they had technical difficulties, so they okay, sorry, I had to switch the battery because battery died. But anyway, so yeah, another interaction I did have was with I think one of the girls next to me, or he started it, he was like doing like the, the dance move from Say My Name, and I think the girl next to me started doing it, and then myself and the girl next to me were like, alright, let's jump in on this train. So we started doing it too, and he kind of just smiled, and that was really cute. That was during, I think, one of like the technical difficulty moments, because I had like about two, and like they were able to kind of just chill out and talk a little bit with us. Talk. Have this one memorable moment when they first came in. They were all waving at us and saying hi and stuff and being all cute and stuff on stage, and me being kind of like, who are you? Me being in the back, like, and then also being like, it's really them in front of my face. There was this moment where Young was kind of like looking at me, and I wasn't sure if he was, but I was looking at him for sure. So like it was like 3 seconds of me just like staring, and I felt him staring back, but he wasn't doing anything. And then I was like, I should probably wave. This is really weird. This is really awkward. Like I shouldn't just sit here. And like, so I finally was like, okay. And I was like, I waved with both of my hands. I went, and I had like a smile. Like pretty sure it looked like an awkward as hell smile because I was like trying not to be panicky, but also trying to like actually genuinely smile. So it's just like, and then he like kind of like smiled and he like waved back, and I was like, okay, so we were making eye contact. So yeah, he definitely made eye contact with him first, like forever, felt like forever. And then during one of the times that Mingi came back to the audience to try to scare one of the fans, he ended up sitting down in one of the seats in the audience as well, off to the side for like a few minutes. And I looked over. I hadn't really realized that first until I looked over and I saw him. And he kind of was like looking at Ateez, and like he like looked over and we like made eye contact. And so I like waved and he like waved back, and I was like, today I am winning. And also, I do have some footage, so I'm gonna include that in the video here. That we were allowed to take for there's this portion of the recording that we were allowed to have our phones out. And so each member would come up to the front and they would like do a hello or like play with Ateez as like the members in the back decided what they should act out. And so when it was Yunol's turn, he came out to the front and he like I'm pretty sure, because I was like pretty dead center, even though I was in the back, I was pretty dead center. And because they're kind of tall, so when they look out, I was like almost eye level. I was probably just a little up eye level. So he came out and he stood up, and like pretty sure we made eye contact for a second, and then he did this thing where he was on the ground when they told him to do Spider-Man. Pretty sure he looked at me again, and I don't know, but was just overall super cute. He was like very lovely, but we all know he's a lovely person. Don't think I had many interactions with many of the other members. There was a moment where someone was up to the front, and the girl to my right, I think she like waved or gave like a finger heart or something, and so he like gave her finger heart, and then because it was his moment to be up to the front, so he was waving and saying hi to everyone, and so I was like, well, now it's my time to do something. So I don't remember if I waved or if I gave a finger heart back too, but I put my hand up and he like waved at all the back row, all of us in the back, And I was like, okay, cool, at least he knows we're back here. Also, a moment with Hongjun, which was a really funny moment actually, because the whole time I like laugh at anything, basically just anything really makes me laugh. Camera cut off just now, but what I was saying, I will laugh at almost anything. So while I was there the whole entire time, I was like trying to hold back down my laughter, and I was like kind of giggling but like silently, and so I would kind of like laugh, and then I would like cover my mouth so that I wouldn't accidentally let my laugh come out. So when it was Hongjun's turn to come out and say hi to Ateez, he didn't say hi to me. He kind of like stuck to the people in the front, unfortunately, because because obviously if they're closer to him, so he can see them, and so he didn't really wave to a lot of us in the back on the left side, from like center left to up to the left side. He didn't. But when they finally gave him his word, which was Minion, why did I say that word? It was Minion. He had to act as a minion, and he literally did the weirdest thing ever, but it was really cute and it was really funny. And as soon as he turned around, I think we made eye contact, and because he saw I was already kind of like on the verge of laughing, he like made it his mission for like the next 3 seconds to just look at me and just try to make me laugh. And I like almost laughed, but I had my mouth covered, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna lose today. I'm not gonna lose today. And so I didn't lose, but I was trying so hard to like hold it in. But yeah, he definitely looked at me for like a whole 3 seconds, and that's probably the most shook I've ever been in my life. Because as you know, if you've seen my videos, I bias Sun and Hongjun. So yeah, definitely was something that like was, whoa, okay. I'm like, I could die right now and it'd be fine. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't get any interactions with Sun, which sucks because he was on the left side, and he was up to the front a few times, but just never got any interactions with him. Hopefully in the future I will at least get a hi. I don't know, but yeah, it just overall was a great experience, and I just don't think I'll ever be lucky enough to get another experience like that. And yeah, like I've said, I've tried for several fan signs now in LA, have not gotten into any of them, so I don't expect anything else of this value of this. Yeah, I mean, because this is like something you can't put value to. Like, this is just an experience that was amazing, but I don't think I'll ever have another chance to do something like this. So I'm very thankful, and I'm very happy that I got to be a part of it. And I ended up calling off work, which technically I could have gotten there late, but like I just ended up calling off. But yeah, it was just a wonderful experience. I will never forget it. And Ateez is a very special place in my heart. And I hope they never watch this, because I feel like I'm embarrassing myself while talking about all this, because I'm just, but yeah, I hope that they have a great 2020. I can't wait to see what else they do. I will be going to their show in April at the Forum in Inglewood, so you're gonna be there. Hit the comments down below and let me know what song you're most excited to see, or if you're just going to the tour in general, let me know what you're excited to see. And yeah, I don't know, I have a couple of albums left over from the last fan sign that I didn't make into, so I might do a giveaway on my Twitter. So if you don't already follow my Twitter, go ahead and do that right now. all the stuff is down below, but I'm also linking it here right now. Just comment down below who your bias is too. I don't know, just leave me stuff. I'd like to hear, I'd like to interact with more ATD, as I don't have a lot of ATD friends, despite the fact that they seem to be getting very popular these days. But yeah, again, hoping for a better 2020, not just for Ateez, but for all of us, for you, for me, for everyone else. You know, maybe we didn't have the best 2019, or maybe we did, but well, there's no reason not to wish for a good 2020. So yeah, if you made it all the way to this point of my video, thank you for watching. I feel like I blabbered on and on for a really long time, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm happy, I'm content, and I can't wait to see Ateez again. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more stuff on my adventures. I have a lot of vlogs from different concerts I've gone to and just different things I've done. A lot of Ateez if you're into Ateez. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one, hopefully soon, and hopefully I won't be lazy like last year. I wasn't lazy, I was actually just busy and kind of uninspired and probably depressed. I don't know, I have a lot of things going on in my life, but yeah. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Falling for all of it, always a part of it. Seen a beautiful world and got the opposite. Know it's hard to get, losing all your confidence, giving all you got to give, getting broken promises. Unappreciated, well that's the way it seems. A true queen, always there to support your dreams. Where's the faith when you're dealing with hate? So much love on a date, now lies to the face. Still stuck on the past, wonder when she could be. Know it's time to gain trust and you be set free. Let me lead, just breathe, see that we'll find peace. Patiently wait here till your love is released. Understand the world's cold and your thoughts run lately. Feel the summer breeze, maybe we can find daisies. No dream states, painted all in the way. I take you there, follow me if you want to escape.
And if you dream to be free, I can take you there, just follow me. And if you dream to be free, I can take you there, just follow me.